Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome to Living World of Darkness, Camarilla venue. We are today going to meet an interesting character. Damien is going to meet with a new arrival to the city, and they have agreed to meet in some safe part of the sewers that Damien know of. And I'm going to let Theodore explain what he does.
Well, assuming it's a part of the sewers that he can easily access, which he knows what he's doing, so he's
there's a manhole somewhere.
Exactly, he'll go into a nearby alley and just, even though this guy is not the sort you would expect to be doing this. He's not wearing a full suit or anything, but he's dressed kind of, almost business casual. So when he's on the street, he doesn't raise any eyebrows nor attract any attention. But once he's in the alley, he just calmly, pulls out a multi-tool and just starts jacking up the manhole cover, because it takes a little bit of a special tool to open those up usually, unless they're already open. He just ably slips down the rung and doesn't seem to mind the stench one bit. This is completely old hat to him at this point. He's just like, okay, just goes down there, make sure to close the manhole behind him so no one gets suspicious. Just down into darkness. And he probably doesn't have a light, and there isn't one down there. So halfway down the ladder, he'll just be fumbles for a second, and then he he has a little smartphone. He sets it on his shoulder, so the only part that's exposed is the light. He's got a little holster there, and just turns it on, and now there's light. He kind of looks around.
And there are no one there.
Are there rats?
There are most likely rats and other disgusting things like that, yeah.
Rats! Yay! In all seriousness, he just kind of looks around for a moment, and he seems very calm, very composed. It's like this is completely normal for him. There's nothing at all worth raising an eyebrow about. And calmly, even though he doesn't have animalism or anything else to help him with this regard, just kind of adjusts his glasses slightly and looks around for a second, and then just reaches down. I'm not even going to roll for this because it's, come on, really.
Oh,
just reaches
shit,
down.
you're talking about roll. Yeah.
No rolls, just reaches down, picks up a rat. It probably squirms and or bites the shit out of him, breaks its neck. Drain, toss.
Yeah. Someone's been playing Bloodlines.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I forgot to roll Damien's Nightmare Flaw. I need to do that.
Go for it.
No worries at all. And Damien will when he sees that, you will hear a chuckle from right behind you. That's the first time I've seen someone who isn't of the blood do that. Welcome, Mr. Koenig.
You must be, what was the name? He kind of consults his memory for a moment. You must be Mr. Damien, yes.
Damien
Pleasure
Johnson.
to meet you.
And Damien will extend his hand.
And he calmly shakes it. A little bit of rat fur and maybe a tiny bit of blood on his hand. Doesn't seem to mind.
Yeah, that's what I do. This is old hat.
Exactly.
Damien looks at him. For once, he is not wearing his mask. He is just in his normal clothes, his hoodie taken off. Welcome to New York, Mr. Koenig.
Good to be here. I'm glad to see there's at least a small portion of the waterway that's open to us at the moment.
Yeah. We hope to get it all back at some point, but exactly when that is another matter.
Yes, best not to get too hasty with it. He kind of thinks for a moment. Something that he just tends to do. He just looks. I believe there was a mention of there being some other of your clan. in the city.
There are two that I know of. There is Miss Monroe, who oh fuck, how do I explain this? Long story short, she's yeah, she exists. There's a and she's have you heard of Ghost?
The name doesn't sound familiar.
You probably will. She's a clanmate of yours, so you'll probably meet her soon.
Excellent. And she's acquainted with one of your clans.
Yeah, very much so. They're actually a couple, so to speak.
Convenient.
That was interesting when I found out that as well. But it works. There is Miss Monroe, and then there is Mole, who is an anarch, but not totally against working with the Camarilla. Just doesn't really. I mean,
Well,
I was
the Convention of Thorns allows them some leeway to live within the city.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's basically what I know of so far.
Well, if there are. Well, we will have to keep ourselves aware of things. This was more or less a social call. I hope you don't mind the request to meet you here. But
oh, not at all. Not at all.
I have already set up. I've already managed to do the honors of setting up a bit of business here with the Seneschal's permission. It's very basic. I have a legal practice, which may be of some use. If you have any financial troubles, you or the clan, let me know. My finances are a little strapped at the moment, but I believe that will be a very temporary situation.
That is totally fine. He says, as far as resources go, I'm not Bill Gates, but I've got it covered, at least for now.
Excellent.
But thank you. And you have already done our clan a big favor. He says, I will help you if I can. As long as it's not suicidal. He blinks and smiles. I will do what I can for you.
Well, simply put, the only thing I should most likely worry about is staying out of the way of the the ruling clan.
Damien laughs. Oh yes, when I heard of that, I was that was very well played. That was very well played.
Yes, at least someone thinks so. They don't. But
yeah.
I believe I will simply do my best to stay out of the line of fire. It's best.
Yeah.
I'd honestly considered at one point attempting to make my haven down here, but I figure that's pushing boundaries, so I will keep myself above ground for the most part.
Yeah.
But in any event, it should be very interesting. I've managed to get a little bit of a foot in the door with a local construction agency and a couple members of the local city planning waterworks. That will, and undoubtedly in time, that could be useful in clearing a space, but we'll have to be very discreet, of course.
Naturally. Also, fair warning, an Archon's child has recently entered the city. A Ventru Archon's child, no less.
You could tell when you said Archon, he was just like, this is a problem, why? And then you say Ventru, and he's like, oh. Just kind of shakes his head. Well, that I don't believe I'm a big enough nuisance to attract the attention of an Archon. They're supposed to be somewhat impartial, but we will see.
The only reason I mention it is that, one, she is the child of said Archon, and secondly, the Archon has already showed up in Elysium once. As is his right, and don't get me wrong there, but it's just something you might want to know.
I'll make sure to be on my best behavior. If I'm not describing it properly, bear in mind this is my first scene with the character, but his attitude, as I said, is primarily calm,
Yeah.
composed.
Yeah.
It's not that he doesn't have a sense of humor; he just is very reserved with it. He may make a joke, but it's going to be very dry.
Yeah. Fair enough. Sorry, go on.
No, he's kind of looks around at their surroundings. It's a lot of ground to cover, I'm afraid. There may be ways to make it a little easier for others, though. If we could convince a few mortals to do some eyes and ears work for us down here, that would be best. Whether they're sewer workers or, I'm not sure, something else might be convenient. But in my case, it would most likely be sewer workers. That'll simply... keeping any presence down here will diminish the likelihood of someone else wanting to get in here.
Oh, yes. Yes, definitely.
So he thinks for a moment. He's like, So, as I said, it was simply a social call. I don't wish to detain you, but oh, one moment. He just kind of looks again. Big fat rat, size of your foot. You know, just going right past him. He's just like, hold still. Shwink!
Oink.
Ooh, that one was worth 2 blood points. Nice. Drops the corpse. He doesn't say that, of course. Yeah, he's just
no, of course. Damien, you don't need to. Damien grins and nods.
It's like, at least I'll never go hungry here.
That's for sure. I mean, even if, like, yeah, as you said, it's not a good idea to set up Haven down here because, yeah, but I think it's like, if you need blood, there's plenty of rats in the sewers.
Oh God, yes, and they're rather large, aren't they? I mean, I've seen sewer rats before, but New York definitely is worth the reputation. I don't know, the size of a carrier.
Everything's fat in America, he says in his British accent. Everything's fat in America, even the rats.
New York more so than others, as I said. But in any case, apparently the big rats are in the Big Apple. In any case, I will, as I said, not keep you any further. I will return topside before I have to change a whole new outfit again. Oh, who am I kidding? This one has to go into the wash.
I was about to say you might want to get this one dry cleaned.
The benefits of having discreet laundry workers. In any case, thank you for the warning about the Archon's child. I'll make sure. Oh, do you happen to know? You said it was a she. Do you have a name?
Yeah, he had, but I can't remember. IOC can't remember it.
Assume that it's given in character. Then he just nods. Yeah. Not familiar with the name, but that shouldn't surprise me. And you said there's also, he ticks off on his fingers. There's you. There's a female by the name of Nosferatu. By the name of no, Nosferatu's not here. Damn it. There is a female. and then they just appear behind you. No, I'm just kidding. He's just like, no. There's you. There's a lady by the name of Monroe. There's Mole.
Yeah.
And then there's let's see. Are there any other of the King's clan other than the Archon and their child?
Fuck. See, I can't. I don't think there is there?
Yeah, there are.
Basically, was it? There are.
Oh yeah, there's a couple. Remember, there's Sam Spillane, the guy who's in charge of the Irish mob. Yeah. Damien would know about that one, I think.
Yeah, he would.
And there's also Gwen.
I think Damien would know about both of them. Yeah. It's just that I couldn't remember OC at the moment. Damien will mention. Yeah, there is Sam Spillane, who has the Irish mob by their bollocks. And then there's Gwen Cooper, I don't know too much about her, but she's not someone to be taken lightly. That much I do know.
I'm going to go out of character with that's exactly what you just said. Out of character, I know that's O'Connor, but I'm still going to go with Cooper.
Oh,
good excuse for me to fuck up their name.
Oh shit! Why did I say Cooper? Okay,
You
Damien
said
would
Cooper,
know.
we're going with it.
I did. Well, Damien would know her real name, and he would give her her real name. He won't.
Okay, fine.
Uh,
All right, so he keeps the name straight. He's like, okay, so there's a couple of them, couple of us. You said Ghost is a Brujah. Are there any others?
Yeah, the sheriff is a Brujah.
Of course.
He's called Limey in common parlance. I actually don't know if I even know his real name.
He wouldn't happen to be British, would he?
Oh yes.
Makes sense to me.
And there is there's Brujah. There's no Brujah isn't here either. There's Ghost. There's Limey. There's this new guy. The fuckwit from the Elysium. What was his name? Warren, I think.
There's actually a chance. I'll go with, for the moment, my character doesn't recall it, but there is a chance with Brujah lore I might actually know about that guy.
Oh,
Ghost I would know about because it's an assumed name, but he's got the infamous sire flaw.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just be like, why do I know that name? I'm not sure.
Apparently, there's some. From what I could understand in when I met him in Elysium and what the others said, his sire was probably an asshole that someone know of, but I'm not too big. I don't really know too much of the details.
Of course.
And then some anarch chick showed up at the same Elysium, who's also Brujah. And she has a past with Ghost.
Interesting.
Ghost is a dear personal friend of mine, and I'm not going to say much more than that. You'll have to get it out of her.
Do you have her number by chance?
Ghost, yeah, and he gives you. I'm guessing that he would have several numbers for Ghost. One for one for private emergencies, and another for more. Hey, this needs to be done. So he gives him a safe number, but not the private one, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. She probably has multiples.
Yeah.
He kind of looks at you for a second. He's like, don't suppose I could also get the number for Miss Monroe as well. If Mole's an anarch, it's best if I steer clear for the moment, but it might be useful.
And I'm assuming that Monroe also has the same kind of multiple numbers. He will also give him the public number. I think is a better way of saying it.
Which means he'll probably go to voicemail, but you'll be able to check it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, he jots it down. Not with the details like clan or anything else. He's not breaching, but he does have. He does have. Yeah, he does have the numbers and a pseudonym for them that's easy to remember, and he just closes it, puts it away in his pocket. All right, his phone beeps slightly. He's like, "Oh, that's the battery. I should probably head back up now." But it has been wonderful meeting you, sir. I will be sure to keep you in your
number as well.
Oh yes,
you
of
know
course.
my number.
Well, he probably has it from contacting you here. But
yeah.
He's like,
I just.
It's all good. We'll ignore that. It's all good. He's just like, oh, it's been wonderful meeting you, sir. I will be sure to keep the family apprised of anything I learn. Your family has been good to me as well.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you.
And with that, he heads back up the ladder, a little bit replenished on his blood, and
don't slip on the slippery.
Don't slip on the rat spleen.
Yeah, don't slip on the ladder was what I would say, but that one's funnier.
Oh, I could be an asshole right now and make an athletics roll, but I'm not going to.
Please do. If you botch, that would be so funny.
Oh God, fine. Dice Stream, don't fail me, or I will disown you. What would be Dex plus athletics for climbing?
Yeah, and then difficulty like 5 or something.
Yeah, because it's a ladder. It's a ladder, and it's a function.
Yeah, It's not like it's difficult.
Okay,
Maybe
I
even
only have
4.
a 3 dice pull, so
You only
Roll
need
it.
a 4 or something like that. Let's say
one
difficulty 4.
success. One success. He doesn't even stumble. He gets up there without any
Exactly.
problems.
Yeah, no problem.
And he makes sure to close the manhole behind him when he's done. He's assuming you have another exit.
Yeah, well, duh, he's an Nosferatu.
And with that, it's a good place to end the scene, but excellent. Thank you, players for players, watchers for watching, and good night.